Hello BG, happy Monday from the Cooling Center in beautiful Bowling Green, Ohio. I'm Ryan Strobeck and this is your Falcon Sports Report. Sunday afternoon, women's soccer fell just short of taking home the trophy from their first conference tournament in nearly 10 years. The Falcons appeared in the MAC Championship Final and lost to the Toledo Rockets by a score of 2-1 in a game that came down to the final few seconds. BG's Erica Huber put in the lone goal for the Falcons, but it wasn't enough in overtime after Toledo's Sophie Pohl kicked in a 20-yard floater from the edge of the field to win the conference final for the Rockets. The Falcons finished the season with a 13-7-1 record. Head coach Matt Fannin had this to say about the loss.
You know, we came out slowly, and I think that Toledo did a really good job of frustrating us, which we knew was going to be their game plan. I think as the game progressed, we did a much better job of getting the ball moving quickly and putting them under pressure. Unfortunately, that opened the game up a little bit and gave them the chance to get a goal. When we fought back, I really felt like we had the chance to go on and win the game. I think that we had a couple of unfortunate moments that ultimately cost us the game, and I think that that's soccer, right? You got to deal with that.
Men's soccer took to the pitch yesterday in Kalamazoo in their final match of the season. The Falcons wanted to close out the promising year on a high note against the Western Michigan Broncos, but came up just short, losing 1-0 to their conference rival. After an undefeated start to the season, the Falcons walk away with a 7-9-1 record. Despite a promising start, BG's disappointing losing skid at the end of the year prevents the Falcons from qualifying for their conference tournament. Yesterday, BG's women's basketball started their season with an exhibition match inside the Stroh Center. Sports director Zach Carrion recaps the action.
Sunday afternoon, Bowling Green women's basketball played their lone exhibition match of the 2017 season at home against Seton Hill. With less than a week until their first regular season game, the Falcons were looking to show off their new talent in front of the home fans. In the first quarter, BG broke out into a 9-point lead, but the Griffins charged back with great outside shooting to come within one at the end of the first. Later in the second quarter, the Falcons used their size to attack the rim and take a 9-point lead going into the locker room. In the second half, BG pulled away with some great scoring from point guard Sydney Lambert, who finished the day with 17 points, scoring 9 of those from deep. The Falcons' freshman talent made a huge impact coming off the bench. Freshman guard Kennedy Williams contributed 11 points and drained 3 shots from three-point range. In her first game for the Orange and Brown, forward Sierra Thompson was the star of the day with an impressive game on the defensive side of the ball and 17 points offensively. The freshman brought a huge spark on the inside, going perfect from the floor. By the fourth quarter, BG held a 30-point lead and finally defeated Seton Hill 92-62. Up next for the Falcons is their first regular season game against Eastern Kentucky on Friday inside the Stroh Center. Reporting for BD24 Sports, I'm Zach Carrion.
BG Volleyball bounced back after a Friday loss to win their match versus Kent State on senior night. Sophomore setter Isabel Marciniak notched her 11th double-double on the season and her second of the weekend. Sophomore Jessie Holly earned 11 kills in addition to marking 19 digs on the night. Kaylee Simon tallied a team high of 28 digs against the Golden Flashes, marking her 19th 20-plus dig match of the season. Simon now holds 1,490 career digs, which ranks 5th in program history, while her 681 digs this season also ranks 2nd in Bowling Green volleyball program history. Late in the match, junior Madeline Brandy served up a pair of back-to-back aces, clinching the match for Bowling Green. The Falcons have 2 remaining matches before the conference tournament as they take on Akron in Buffalo this weekend. And lastly, BG football travels to New York tomorrow to face the Buffalo Bulls on ESPNU. The Falcons have earned 6 consecutive wins over Buffalo and own an 11-3 advantage in the all-time series. Following his 4th consecutive 100-yard rushing game, running back Andrew Clare ranks 2nd in the country in all-purpose yards among true freshmen. He is the first true freshman at Bowling Green to have 3 straight 100-yard games and the first running back of any class since Travis Green in 2013 to have 4 straight. The Falcons sit at 2-7 overall and 2-3 in the conference, while Buffalo is just 1-4 in the conference with just 3 total wins. And that will do it for your Falcons Sports Report. Till Friday, have a great week and go Falcons!